Yes, I'm finally going to be looking at season 7 episodes. Not a lot, but next year I'll look at more. Fluttershy Leans In is one of my favorite episodes involving Fluttershy. Since that there's a lot of animals to take care of for Dr. Flana, Fluttershy uses a solution to save all the animals for not being able to have Dr. Flana do all the work. Seriously, if there's like tons of ponies besides Dr. Flana, everything would have been possible. And her apartment building would have been much more bigger for all the animals. Fluttershy's solution is to make a giant place for all the animals to live in. A safety and more beautiful meadow. Yeah, that's Fluttershy's goal in this episode. And that's also her dream. A sanctuary for the animals. Now, the other characters are willing to get more people to help on Fluttershy's dream come to life. And another cute expression. It never gets old. Fluttershy also wanted her dream to become real for real. In other words, it has to be as she imagined in her sanctuary. However, the other characters who've been helping Fluttershy didn't listen to her. Seriously, she made a rant about the entire place itself. And you know what? Fluttershy has every right to act this way. Because the other characters didn't listen to her. Especially, it didn't turn out good for the other animals. So what does this episode end off with? Of course, Fluttershy's friends helping her. This is what I really like about this episode. The other characters who did the construction work didn't listen to Fluttershy whatsoever. However, her friends did listen to her. Thus, her sanctuary and her dream has come to life, and all the animals can live happily in the forest. Now Dr. Flana doesn't have to worry about taking care of the animals anymore. Thank goodness for her, her life has completely changed. Except that she's probably gonna have a different job now. This episode is a very good episode. Season 7 has been one of the greatest seasons so far ever since Season 4. Mostly because of how the ideas that they're going to get for the other characters. And before they decide to open a school, these are the ideas that they came up with. Fluttershy opening a sanctuary for the animals that she loves. And the way she wanted it to be, not some fancy household for everyone. Besides, I think the people who worked for Fluttershy really didn't know what they were doing. I mean, they did know, but they didn't know that they're supposed to do what Fluttershy wants them to do. And that's probably the point of this episode. The lesson it's teaching us is to make something that someone told you to make. If you made it completely different, it won't turn into a success. In fact, it will probably make people completely upset and completely disappointed. Fluttershy was being reasonable, and when the other characters don't listen to her and they just walk away, you pretty much know that they're going to be the next most hateable characters. Yes, I know, Zebra Breeze is more worse than them, but at the same time, when you do something like this, you know they're going to be more hated than ever if you ever do something like this again. This is one of the reasons why Fluttershy's character of taking care of animals has improved more and more. Since that we're getting maybe close to the show, I think, they want to do everything they can to do something with the animals. And with Fluttershy making a sanctuary for all the animals is a very smart decision to make everyone feel comfortable. And the sanctuary itself, it's a very great place to live in. Seriously. There's playground equipment, there's waterfalls, and there's even platforms that people can sleep on. This is just a very great idea for the sanctuary that Fluttershy has in her imagination. So I really enjoyed this episode. This episode gets a 7.5 out of 10. And there's going to be a lot of Season 7 episodes to review that's going to have this almost the exact same rating. Sometimes higher and sometimes lower. But my point is that Season 7 is just as great as Season 4.